Rachel Cuji have our first letter.
Good evening, Camp Fiver. My name is Rachel Cuji, and this is a letter to my younger self. Dear Rachel, I know you may not believe it, but you are moments away from completing the 10-year Fiver commitment. Throughout your journey, the people you meet and the experiences you will have will help you grow and ultimately lead you to greatness. I know you are reluctant to come to camp, and your first year will be filled with constantly missing home and sticking with Shakira the whole time, but the rest of the years at Fiver will be so much better. Your decision to come back to camp after your first year will lead to 8 more years of great friends, unforgettable memories, and countless opportunities. If there is one piece of advice I could give you about your learning years, it is to cherish that time. Learn is the beginning of your Fiverr journey and a time when you're able to take advantage of all that camp has to offer. Enjoy your new experiences and don't be afraid to try new things. Don't tell yourself you won't be able to learn how to swim. The lake is not as scary as you think, and I promise that you won't fall off the horses. It's okay to be away from your parents, and by the time you have to leave, you won't even want to go back home. Your tap years are a period in which you will really start to grow up. You will no longer be a part of the youngest campers, but camp will still be the fun and enjoyable place you got to know as a camper and learn. You will face new challenges, but treat them as learning opportunities and chances to grow. The 7-mile canoe trip will be the highlight of those 2 years. You and Andrea will get off to a rocky start as you try to steer the canoe in the direction you want to go and get hit by the branches above along the way. But the laughs and the moment when you make it to the end will overpower the struggle and make the long trip seem okay. In Tap 2, the idea of going to high school will be daunting, but the next 4 years will just fly by and you will always have the people at Fiverr in your corner. You will be in lead before you know it. It will bring even more new challenges in Tap, but those 2 years will also hold some of your best memories. Thinking about the wilderness trip, you are probably only focused on the hiking, having to sleep in the woods, no showers, and all the other things you don't want to do. But it is so much more than that. Your time on the wilderness trip will be memorable and even fun because of the people and exposure to new things that without Fiverr you would have never experienced. Life is all about doing things that make you feel uncomfortable, getting through it, and bettering yourself because of it. Lead is more than just a wilderness trip. It is a time full of bonding with others through the time you spend together in night swim, stargazing, debate, and public speaking. Finally, serve. The last 2 years of your 10-year Fiverr commitment. While camp will not be what you expected in your first year of serve because of COVID, your second year in serve will be full of learning opportunities, more responsibilities, and the chance to actually step up as a leader and role model around camp. As a younger camper, you don't realize just how much work goes into making camp fun and memorable. Time in maintenance in session A and the office in session B this year really opened my eyes to all that goes on behind the scenes, and I hope that you don't take anything at camp for granted. This last year really flew by, and in a few days, I will be going home. Take your time at camp year by year, and while you eventually graduate and leave camp, everything you learn and experience will stick with you. If there is one thing I want you to remember, it is that Fiverr is more than just camp. Fiverr will always be there year-round, but it is up to you to take advantage of all the opportunities that Fiverr has to offer. The trips, workshops, events, and time volunteering will be just as big a part of your Fiverr experience as all the activities you do in camp. Appreciate the many people you will meet at the office who will support, encourage, and motivate you. Liz, Natasha, Romaine will quickly become people who push you out of your comfort zone and be the people you can laugh and talk with. So never take your time with them for granted. You will have all of these experiences at Fiverr, but it is the people who make those experiences meaningful and unforgettable. The people you think you won't talk to when you first get to camp, specifically the Surf 2 guys, will be the people you can go to when you feel tired and just want to laugh. Mary, Alex, Anthony, Kamar, and Mick, who you will meet over the next 9 years, are the ones who will keep Fiverr going and ultimately teach you a lot about yourself, like what it means to take on responsibility, how to be someone that younger campers can look up to, and how to consistently better yourself. Finally, the girls you meet along the way, Nicole, Chelsea, Madison, Andrea, and Emily, will become like sisters inside and outside of camp. Shakira and Rachel, who you knew before camp, will continue to stick by you the whole time. These 7 girls will become the reason you come back to camp every year as you go through so much together, including late night talks, crying sessions, and tons of funny moments. Fiverr brought you all together, and now you're all moving on to greatness. At 9 years old, I know that the thought of being 18 and going to college seems so far away. But after so much hard work in school and Fiverr by your side the whole time, I am happy to tell you that in the fall of 2021, you will be attending Vanderbilt University.
Let's go!
As I close out this letter, As I close out this letter, I hope that you continue to live in the moment. There are 9 more years ahead of you, but in no time you will be in the same position as me now. Leaving Fiverr as a camper, but never forgetting Fiverr's impact, because once a Fiverr, always a Fiverr.
Always a Fiverr.